Hello, my lovely viewers. How are we doing today? Now, I know I haven't posted in a while. Been a bit busy with life. Moved somewhere new. A bit of rubbish internet, and as I said, quite busy in a call centre. So, not as much time as I have back in the day. But as I said, I am trying to get back into this. I do want to get back into reviewing anime because I do love my anime and maybe other stuff like film and games. You never know. But the video I'm making today is about a very, very awesome film which I saw and just thought, if we're going to start coming back in, I might as well start with something which is worth watching in that regard. Now, the film I'm talking about is this one. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it. But as I said, this film itself, a really awesome film. It was actually done by an American animator. Obviously with the Japanese as well, but it's basically the guys who did The Animatrix, which I have yet to see. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. But yeah, as I said, well, let's get to the review and just tell you why I thought this was an awesome film and definitely worth watching. Now, first of all, let's just start with the story, shall we? The story is absolutely bombastic. It's a fast story. Now, they do pull it off well, it feels incredibly bombastic, but I never got bored of it. That's the main thing. Even when it slowed down, it felt very flowy. And nothing felt very, how could I say it, convenient, really, in that regard. It all kind of felt like it would all connect and it was kind of reasonable what was going on, at the end of the day. And the most impressive thing for me is that I just found a lot of really good hidden kind of deeper meanings in the story. It managed to weave it well in that regard, kept it all very logical, and not too convenient. And there's a lot of really good just messages about change. This main place where it's set in Treasure Town. It's the main thing is it's slowly changing throughout the story. There's basically these people who don't want to modernize it in that regard. I'm not going to spoil too much for it, but basically, all these characters in the story are going to react in a different way, and it's not always positive. It just shows how easily people can be affected by just simple things like maybe someone wanted even update somewhere, be it imagine like an old villager, it's moving up. People are not always going to move with the times, and how it can have quite a wide effect in that regard. So that's what I found really awesome about the stories that I found. There's a lot of very interesting little sort of deeper messages within it. In general, it's just a fun story as well. It's got a good pace. It's very intriguing. It doesn't bombard you with everything straight away. It kind of builds itself up very well. Towards the end, also the dramatic rise in the story is done very well. It doesn't feel too false in that regard. Now, in terms of the characters, what I'm very impressed is, and what I did find is that despite all these characters, they have a lot of characters in this film. They all did very good character building. I can't speak today. But basically, I felt like, despite with some of these characters, you didn't spend that much time. You felt like you knew them, almost like you known them your entire life, because they just gave out good enough information so that you could connect with the characters, and manage to do it for a wide range of casts. Now, obviously, the main ones who do spend or they build up the most are black and white, and that in itself is an awesome symbolism, which they do play a very big part, and how they incorporate it very well without being too heavy-handed with it. But those are the characters you spend the most time with, and honestly, they are really fun characters. I loved them. Had a nice little bit of humour, and you could feel how they sort of relied on each other in a different bit of a way, and how they sort of felt very natural with the kind of flow of a conversation and actions. That's the same for a lot of the characters. It all felt very natural in that regard, which is awesome. And what I'd also say is, convenience-wise, it never felt too convenient. It all felt very domino effect, but in a very logical way, in that regard. So I'd say the characters-wise, overall did a very good job for the amount they had. I know there were one or two I wish they'd maybe gone more in depth with. It can be helped because obviously it's got time limit there, but they did a good job nonetheless on that. Really loved the characters. Overall, with the art and the animation, that was a character within itself. The art style in this was so unique. I ain't seen any anime so far like it. And its simplicity, in a way, or I wouldn't even call it simple. It was simple in a way, but it really was good for the character expressions. It all felt slightly out there, but it brought over the character's emotions very well, I found. And also the whole Treasure Town design was awesome. It was like a mix of. You'd imagine something like, I don't even know how to describe it. Very kind of got like Tokyo-ish, but it also feels just like a manic place. You can feel the chaos of the place. It feels very hectic along with the story, and it just overall you do get a feeling, and it suits the story so well. The setting just suits the story awesomely. Animation wise, I can't even fault that at the end of the day. I mean, some people might get turned off. I don't know about the weirdness of the style, or even sometimes the animation, the minimalisticness of it. But I found that, especially during the fight scenes, it was animated so well. It was really smooth. Overall, I'd say there were a decent amount of fight scenes. Could have maybe one or two more. But overall, when they did it, it mattered. You could feel the impact on it, and it was really flowy and nice at the end of the day. So as I said, there's just so many good things with this film, and it's a very kind of thought-provoking film. It made me think about a lot of stuff, and the symbolism in it as well. I'd say it's not too heavy-handed. It doesn't shove it in your face. And the end of the whole black and white and how they use that is pretty good. Pretty good at the end of the day. So I'd really recommend seeing this film. You can get it probably cheap nowadays. I saw it in the store for like £1, but that one is worth it at the end of the day. I'd recommend it because of the unusual art style, but really very unique, the awesome plot, and in just general the uniqueness of it. So as I said, that's my review of, shall I even try and pronounce it, Tekkonkinkreet, for that film. And check it out, as I said. See you folks later. Hopefully I'll get back into the swing of things, but that's me out.